So, good evening, my juicy pancakes. This is the Candid Show brought here by host Sriram. And Krishna with me as my co host today. So, we are back again after 2 months, I guess, and a lot has happened in these past 2 months. And there is a reason as to why we couldn't upload anything for these past 2 months as well, especially my schedule, and a lot of things have been going on in my life, and things have not been looking very good, so we could not do anything for the past 2 months. Actually, both me and Krishna had our schedules jam packed, and obviously COVID was the COVID lockdown which was imposed was probably the biggest halt, kind of the biggest roadblock to us. And since we couldn't go to the studio, etc., all of these various reasons kind of forced us not to be able to do anything for these past 2 months, and we're kind of sad about this as well, because we had this incredibly good momentum going on. We were consistently producing. We put out 2 videos, and I honestly think both of us think that both these videos were extremely good, I think, and we could have honestly done much more better also. We had a lot of things planned, and actually I got affected by COVID. Basically my entire family was affected. So this last 2 weeks, this last 1 month, I think, has been really very tense to say the least, I think. And now I'm slowly recovering. My entire family has kind of like recovered basically, so we are still on the verge of recovering now. So it's definitely been stressful for this past 1 month, and that's kind of like one of the reasons why we couldn't upload anything. So this episode, or kind of like this thing, is going to be primarily focused on our plans, or what we are actually doing right now, or why won't we be uploading any more content, at least for the foreseeable future. So Krishna, why couldn't we do anything? Like, what was the reason, you think? Because my reason, as I told, was COVID. Even you were also fairly busy on your side. So do you think we could have actually done something if we set our mind to it?
See, the main reason I see is only due to COVID. So there is no other reason to blame. So like we were in a very great pace at the beginning. So like we were trying to bring out the major, or like the groundbreaking, like of the format, to introduce ourselves into the video format. So that was the very big decision we took, and we were running successfully, and we were getting more views while comparing to the audio format. So like how we did before. So we had that energy boost at that time, and we also, as you told, we also recorded 2 more videos, and it was also satisfying. But the reason due to why we can't do for the past 2 months is that because of you getting infected by the virus, and also I also had some symptoms to COVID. So like, but fortunately I was not positive. So like I was tested negative 2 times in the same week. So like it was very pathetic. The condition was so pathetic. So like health was the major reason, and the lockdown also. So like they imposed the lockdown. So like they were keep on extending the lockdown. So like we were also kind of thinking that the lockdown will end within a week or two. So like that even didn't got easier, or like how we thought. So like that was the major reason, or like why we didn't do episodes, or like we didn't record for the past 2 months.
I think honestly, Krishna, I think the biggest reason, or like I think the major kind of reason, I think, was we didn't have the right kind of mindset to record, I think so.
Yeah.
Because I think all of this, me getting COVID was also like pretty recent only. So this lockdown, I think, was the only reason why we couldn't do, because I think since we got so accustomed to doing the video type of format, we just could not make the transition again to the audio style, because again it is very difficult to do all of this when you're an audio, because right now we are kind of seeing each other via a Zoom call and we are talking. So, and this is kind of very uncomfortable, to be honest, and this does not equate to us sitting together, and that does not give the same kind of experience as well. So it is very difficult as a creator as well to kind of put your mind to it, or kind of have the right mindset to create an audio type of format, even though that's what we originally started on.
Yeah,
so I think
also,
that's kind of another reason.
Also at some time, like past week, or before 2 weeks, I also thought that we could make, or like we could record the Zoom call recordings and upload it. So like I was in that mindset. So like I wasn't able to think anything else of doing, or like I wasn't ready to do the old fashion, so like the audio recording, so like it doesn't work for us. Clearly we have taken a very big step into the video format, and we can't go back to how we were before. So I thought that recording the Zoom calls is another it can be of a very big help for us, but at a point I thought that it also will affect our products, our outputs, what you say, the consistency, or like the value of the product, quality of the product. So like if you want to do any episodes anymore, I thought that either we should do in the studio, so like we should sit together and record episodes, so like it will be lively and candid also. So or we should never do. So like that was the mindset I kept fixed. So like that was the main reason. And another main reason I see is that the distance between my house and your house, so like you have to travel more than 20 minutes to reach the studio, and we have to set up all the equipments and get ready for the episode. So like that was also a very main reason. So moving on into what we are doing right now, and the main reason why we can't still do episodes right now is because of our colleges. So like we have our semester exams coming in 2 weeks or so. So like we have our practical exams coming in a couple of days, or like in 4 days also. So these are the main reasons we can't do episodes right now also. So like we also thought of uploading the audio content, so like how we were before. So but these examinations and the preparation we are doing are the main reasons why we can't continue or think about anything about podcast. So
yeah, that's true. As Krishna told, I think it is. If you honestly think about it, I think we could, if we set our mind to it, I think we could put out a few episodes. Like we could sit down and record and put out something. But I honestly think that is not good, or I think that is not doing justice to how we've been usually doing things. Because usually every single one of our episodes which we kind of did up till now, or at least majority of it, was we invested entirely our time in it. We were very dedicated towards what we wanted to produce, what we wanted to put out there. So if we were to record something right now, I do not think it would be up to the quality which we've already been set up for the past 30 to 40 episodes. So I think that is kind of like one of the reasons why we do not want to put anything out right now, or like at least out of our own violation. I think it is better that we take a break, or maybe consider this some sort of a break, I guess. Even though already we've taken 2 months of break, I honestly think taking a break right now, or kind of like moving away from podcasting for a little bit, is kind of going to help us get back our spirits, going to get us, maybe get our adrenaline pumping, maybe kind of give us new light, I guess, maybe spark some kind of new ideas. I don't know what the future holds. But I think taking a break right now seems to be the right kind of idea, or kind of like idea for kind of like solution for us, I suppose. So and kind of like near the end, as we are nearing towards the end, I'd like to tell you about how the future is going to go, or what we are planning ahead in the future. Because again, a lot of things are going to happen in the future regarding our podcast as well. We have so many ideas in mind. There are tons and tons of things which we want to do, especially on the promotion side, I guess, because I think we literally have not been promoting anything. So we've just been producing content and posting it on our respective channels, and we have not been promoting it to any sort of extent, because again, Instagram is probably the only biggest source for us to promote our content. But we've not been pushing anything on Instagram, to be honest, and most of the listeners which you have right now are purely
only posting the updates, or like whenever we release a episode, right, we only post that it is released, so go and listen. So like only till that extent we were only promoting. So like we weren't concentrating on the promotion side, rather we were only concentrating on the content, so like to get out very good content, so like whatever we speak. So we were only concentrating on the output of the content, but not on the promotion. So like as you told, Instagram is a very big platform to promote our podcast. So like we can do reels, or like we can do story, we can improve our formats of stories. So like we can do a number of things in Instagram. So like for that, first of all, we have to be in the right mindset, and we have to be available to go to the studio and start our regular recording. recordings. Yeah.
And again, I think it requires a lot of time also. Again, I think that's a very big important factor which you have to consider here, because I think all of this promotion stuff and all of these things kind of require you to sit down, kind of analyze what's your strategy, how do you want to post your content, do you want to show more of your face, or do you want to be more authentic towards your audience? Because since we don't have a stable kind of an audience right now, or at least not an actual fan follower or some kind of a fan base, so it's very difficult to kind of promote your page. So that promotion aspect has still to be kind of discussed. We still have to sit down and kind of go through it, but we are actually absolutely sure that there's going to be some big promotion aspects, promotion improvements, at least on the side of promotion, especially on Instagram. And again, on YouTube, we'll probably trying to improve our content much and more. Maybe get over our fears of camera anxiety, not being too much phobia towards cameras, because again now we kind of talk like pretty much robots. We don't express ourselves too much, so we slowly gradually like to improve on that too, and make ourselves much more presentable so that it's not boring to listen. Just so that's probably one more side which you'd like to improve on is
considering this as a next break, so like what we took on the previous break, so like between season 0 and season 1, right? So like, do you remember that time when we took the break to improve our content, or like improve the quality of our podcast? So like after season 0, right, so like after 23 episodes, I think, so like we took a break to improve our content. So like we changed our DP, or like we changed our logo, and we changed our cover photos, and we also changed our we also changed our thumbnails, which are very important, or like the intro song, and many things we changed. So like that was a very important break for us at that time. So like so this break also will be mainly focused on how we will improve ourselves in the video content, and the major problem we saw in the past few recordings of our video content is, right, we were sitting like statues, and we weren't giving more of the expression. So like we weren't used to it, like we weren't so like aware of how to express ourselves, or like how to be in front of a camera. So like it was very new for us. So this break will be mainly considered to be a focus on what the video content and the promotion side, more of the audio side.
Yeah, as Krishna covered, I think that's pretty much what is going to be happening in the future. So we are definitely hoping for big things to happen, and definitely the next comeback which we make, which will probably be in about 2 months. We are not exactly sure about the time. So the next comeback is definitely going to be something very big, and I think this change or this break will definitely help us kind of get back our spirits, definitely help us improve a lot on both the content delivery and the presentability side, I guess. So that will be the end of this episode, guys.
Yeah,
so
Shriram,
go ahead.
To give a final point, right? So like to give a very small message about the current situation, right? We are facing we are in a very critical situation where it is very uncertain what is going to happen, when is school or college is going to open, or like when we're going back to our normal life. So like it has become a very big question mark. So like at the right point, so like we can't even buy our grocery items properly. So like the lockdown instruction has been very strict, and it has been a very uncertain time and a very difficult time for many families, and many of them lost their dear ones, and that hurts very much. I know how it is. So like I too have lost many relatives during this span of a year. So like it is a very difficult time we are in. So like we have to stay strong, and before, if you see, like most of the people would say that don't go outside, nothing will happen to you, you're only a teenager, nothing will happen to you, only the elders at your home will get affected by the virus. So like be responsible. So like that will be the advice given by others to us. So like we have now reached at a point where even if we go out, right, even if we go out, our health will be like a question mark. So like we will also get infected by the virus, and you can see many cases of age of 19 and 20, many people are dying, so like across our country. So and also this fungus is very horrible and very scaring. So like we can't also think of fungus getting affected. So like this is something that we would like to say from our part. So like to stay strong and don't go outside for any cause. So like even if you go, try to go outside for any particular reason, double mask yourself and go out. So like be safe, and we will definitely surely overcome this phase.
Yeah, as Krishna told, that's a very important message as well. So I think it is a social responsibility for everyone to be properly equipped with masks when you go outside, even though you do not have any reason to. So I sincerely urge you not to go outside, because coming from both of us, coming from survivors of COVID, coming from COVID is very difficult. Trust me, the entire process, the recovery phase, the entire disease as a whole kind of leaves you in a very vulnerable state of mind. And honestly, I don't want anybody to go through what I went through and what me and Krishna went through as well. So it's a very humble and sincere request to please stay at home, stay safe, and take care of everyone. So yes, so that will be the end of this episode, guys. So we basically covered everything what we wanted to talk about, and as expected and as we already told, we'll be making a comeback again after approximately 2 or 1.5 months, I suppose. So we'll obviously be updating you on our Instagram pages again. So make sure you listen to us on Spotify as well, and follow us on Spotify, and obviously make sure you listen to us on YouTube. And if you've not watched the recent YouTube videos which you have posted, make sure you go and check that out as well. So that will be the end of this episode, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.